Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Kelly Hansen. Kids and parents are busy squeaking out every last second of free time before the start of school in 3 to 4 weeks. I graduated from high school just a few years ago, just a few. Laughs are starting. Okay. But I remember what back to school was like. So continuing our week of hot topics, I want to focus on family, summer, and school time. New Day Hot Topics is brought to you by Silver Reef Casino. Joining me today on our panel, new mom and King 5 traffic anchor Shantae in the building. Yes. We have Seattle Seawolves center Dan Creel here. Amazing. And then New Day producer Susie also in the building. You guys, we have a lot to get through today, even some items possibly for lunch. But we're going to start with back to school shopping and clothes specifically. Did you get to pick your amazing outfits, or did your parents have the final say and veto?
Initially, my mom would have the final say, but by the time I got to second grade, I was picking out my own clothes, doing my own thing. Yeah. Kind of, I've always been who I am today. That's who I was back then.
Yes!
Little pink suits.
Look, no, second grade. No, but I wish I had a picture. One time for career day, we had to come as what we wanted to be, and I wanted to be a movie star, and I came in the first grade in a leather blazer with a leather skirt.
Whoa, spicy.
Fur around, and I'm telling you, it's in me.
Oh my gosh, Dan, I must know. Oh wait, we'll start with me. Look at Kelly Hansen there.
Did you pick those out?
Oh, you know it. Look at all the different textures, the patterns.
Wow.
I really thought this was a vibe with my purse. Oh, Shantae.
I told you I was always dressed up. That is
dressed to the nines.
Almost at school.
This was for, we had a little program at the school. So my grandma was big on dresses. I had so many of these little dresses from like department stores like Belk and all of that. So you see I have on my lace tights.
Dying.
My little velour dress with the lace around. I
It's
just
a
always
vibe.
love dressing up.
Dan, I must know, what about you? Were you in sport coats? What were you wearing?
No, so I was at boarding school from a young age. So parents picked all the uniforms. We had 2 different uniforms, a winter uniform, which were number ones, which are blazer, white shirt, tie, and then a summer uniform, which was shorts and a shirt.
Was it kind of easy then to like get ready and go to
One
school?
uniform, yeah. I mean, you
like,
didn't have to
it's
pick through your closet or...
I guess you don't have to fight with anybody.
On the weekends, you could wear what you wanted?
Sport uniform, yeah.
See, that's nice.
Oh, because you know you're in boarding school.
Okay, everybody
I think that makes it easier.
Everyone
It
looked the
does make
same.
it easier.
It does make it easier. I think I would like that now, and definitely as a parent, but
I don't know back.
do you even have to lay out your clothes then before to
No,
know?
it's all
You're
the same. You've got your
everybody.
different sections and everything's there.
Because I had to lay everything out
I do
like
too.
before. I
First
thought
day
that
of
was a good
school,
idea.
I put the shoes where they're supposed to
Oh,
go, like
yeah.
on your
So you have it laid
ready to.
Just to jump in the morning.
And my kids did the same.
Oh,
My
yeah.
parents had some veto power. I went to San Diego high schools, and it was a very liberal as far as the school dress code. My dad, not so liberal. Tube tops and running shorts were allowed at school.
Oh, okay.
Even bikini tops, not in my household.
No, mid-dress were not allowed
cannot
at
do
our
that.
school.
I
You
remember-
couldn't even wear spaghetti straps.
And you had to put your hands by your
Yes.
legs to
Not
make sure
so
your
with
skirt.
uniform number one.
No, uniform number 1, we're good. You have kids though, Dan. Are they picky with what they're wearing, or are
No.
they pretty chill?
Yeah, we've been super fortunate. Our kids are really easy and they sort of wear whatever when they go to school, so we're lucky on that
That's
front.
good. That's good.
Amazing.
For now.
For now, yeah. For now.
Susie's saying, just wait, just
School
wait.
seems to change it all, right?
I want to talk about school pictures too. They're a rite of passage. Why are they so bad? And did your parents keep them?
Mine always did, and they posted them. I think they should.
Oh.
Susie with the
My
bangs.
mother cut my bangs and forgot it was brownie day at school, so that's what I had to wear that day. So I don't know why
You
they're
look
so
proud,
bad.
though. You look proud.
Yeah. Oh, there's me. Again, pink, bright colors,
Good.
patterns. That was my
That's
theme.
so cute.
You know, the hair needs a little work, but bangs apparently were in.
And one thing about school pictures,
Look
they
at
would
me,
be at
I'm in
the
the
worst
front, so I was
time.
always
In the
the
red strap.
shortest.
In the
Did you
red?
see me in the
Love it.
red
Oh, you're so
on the
cute.
ground? I was always sad. They're like, line up tallest to shortest, and I knew
Yeah.
exactly where I needed to go.
There's always those parents that don't like the school pictures, so they take their own. And look, take your own photos for your family. I get that. But if it's a school picture, I just think get it done. You can laugh. We laugh now at those.
Yes.
And when they're in middle school, my kids are in middle school, there's nothing more humbling than making sure they know that their picture's on the wall. Hey, look at that.
The thing about the elementary ones that are always so funny, they never take them early. So by the time you get to the school picture, it's like, dang, your hair is all messed up.
I know. You're sweating after recess.
You got a little bit of lunch on your shirt.
Dan, did you do, because you grew up in South Africa?
Yeah, we did school photos, and they were also pretty awkward.
Really?
I mean, not good looking. I mean, all our teeth were
I
coming
don't
out.
think you could have taken a bad picture. That's not true.
But I mean, we still got all of them and our photo albums, so it's pretty special.
It's amazing. Okay, let's talk about school supplies. We have a lot in front of us. Shantae, apparently there's something that speaks to you.
Oh, we were talking about like your top school supply, and I used to love having my little list going in, and I would always get the biggest box of crayons. Like, why do you need 25 shades of pink? I don't know, but it used to be the 64 actually.
The biggest one.
But now, and they still have the sharpener on the back. Yeah,
I was pretty special.
I wasn't a crayon girly. I was a big Sharpie,
like the color?
highlighters. Everything has to be color coordinated. And then the binders that have the sleeve where you could put all your pictures of your friends and animals.
The trapper keepers are still being made. Not very many of them, but I remember this was all there was. Like you could open this and then you have
get
all
your little dividers. Yes. Oh,
Did you have
This is bringing joy.
We
Anything?
had flip files. So like you slide the pages in, we had those.
Yeah, like this, right?
Similar to
like
that,
a little folder.
Yeah, with plastic sleeves though.
Oh, okay.
Makes it easy. Hey,
I love that everybody's has their own thing that they're into too. School lunch too, the most important meal of the day. Lunchables, do you know about this life?
I do know about them, but we never had those in South Africa.
Yeah, I bet not. I was not allowed to have Lunchables because they're not. If you look on the back and you try and read
ingredients,
ingredients, it gets a little scary.
But your mom's a nurse.
My mom is a nurse, yes, and so she was always string cheese. But I also had a terrible experience with string cheese.
What happened?
I had, I think, a bad one that had been left out too long. Ended up puking.
Okay.
I ate it,
Kelly.
and then I puked. It was in second grade, and it's so mortifying to puke at school. And so I don't know. Now,
trauma.
I have trauma from string cheese. You love a string cheese,
I love
Susie.
a string cheese. I know you were saying you do not love
I'm not the biggest fan of them.
I've actually never even had.
You know what? Here's a hack. You don't want them really cold, so sometimes at work.
No, you can't have it warm.
I'll sit on it for just a
No,
minute.
you don't. No.
Susie, now.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Changing the chemistry of them.
It's in the packet.
It says warm it up. Did it say that?
Absolutely not. Dan, what is it about this that you don't like? Is it the shape?
I've
is it
never
the
eaten
stringy?
it like that. I've always just thought you were just
You
chomping
never
it.
sit on them and warm
I
up.
don't sit on it now.
I haven't sat on this one if you want to try it.
I'm okay, thank you.
He's good on that.
This is the point of it, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to
Okay.
string it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
And I'm changing your life right now.
Look, he's
Let's see.
absolutely not.
I just really can't get over that.
No,
Are these still good, though?
I was going to say, I did have Lunchables every once in a while, and I got one. I don't know. It was as an adult for sure because I wanted to see what they taste like.
Yeah.
Not as good.
0 out of 10. But what I used to do is
0 out of 10 now.
warm them up. So it defeated the purpose. No, I wasn't sitting on them. I would use the microwave and make my little pizza.
You had a microwave at school?
Oh, I would go in the teacher's lounge and use it.
Teacher's pet.
Wow.
Okay.
Are you building one for Dan
Connections.
because he didn't have this in boarding school?
Look.
Never had those. No.
All right, well,
Let me tell
Shantae's
you,
got one coming, and while we talk
And
about
you're
that,
really healthy, so the great thing is, even though it has 150 ingredients, you'll burn it
Will be
off
good.
today. Yeah.
Okay, you guys, this is kind of sad. Kids are more anxious than they've ever been. One college is actually trying to do something about this, though, and reduce back-to-school stress and anxiety. The University of Michigan is trying to reduce freshman stress by ditching letter grades first semester of college. That means literally
fail.
Yeah, what?
Pass, fail.
know
only.
what?
How does this set you up for success for the rest of your life?
Okay, so dang, so it's just pass or fail, no in between.
Yeah,
Kicking
no
the can
A's,
down
no
the road,
B's, no
right.
C's. Just the first semester, so you're not stressed. Because you're away from home for the first time.
When I read it, I thought everybody was passing, and they just wanted you to have a good freshman year. So when you said it, I'm like, really?
They kind of do. That's all. I mean, they want you to just have a low stress, learn how to be a college student.
Michigan,
Yeah.
it's a big,
Come on.
school, big sports school, if I went to a school and they said freshman year, pass, fail, I would probably still be there right now trying to pass because there would be so much other things I could do. Why would I do that?
Dan, thoughts on this? Are you into it? It's kind of giving me participation award.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think it's difficult because then you get students that are, academic students and they're sort of losing out on their ability or...
That's true.
I don't agree on that.
Right.
So.
You're paying so much to go to college.
You need is a D. You can ski or, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, they have all those little models like C's.
I can't say much. I got credit for horseback riding at the University of Montana.
No,
it was 2 credits.
You gotta do
it was a workout. Another workout I want to talk about, rugby. Dan, let's get to you. Give us an update on how the Seawolves are doing and how you're doing.
Yeah, we're doing great. We had a bit of a tough season. We lost in the playoffs, unfortunately, this year. So, but it's been great. Seawolves have been awesome to myself and my family. We love Seattle. I love playing for Seattle and representing the Seawolves. So, looking forward to a good season next year.
Absolutely. We can't wait to watch. And you have another event, too, that is near and dear to your heart. If you can tell me about Happy Bundles and the gala that's coming up.
So we got our gala coming up, our second annual gala on the 11th of September at the Hyatt on Lake Washington. My wife and I founded this to help kids with cancer. She was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer in 2020. And we just want to give back to kids and their families and bring moments of joy. So if you're around, please come visit. Come join us on that evening. It'll be a great one to support.
The faces are just...
I know.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
so fulfilling. And, you have the event coming up, but how can people also, can they volunteer their time? How can they give to you and get more information?
Yeah, we're always open to volunteers, and if corporate companies want to purchase a table and bring their clients or bring, work colleagues, that's also great. So.
What do you bring to the children at the hospital? Because I was seeing, is it toys? Is it, some like art supplies?
Favorites?
Well, so it depends on the kid. We speak to the parents and then we try and personally make a bundle for that child. So a lot of crayons and drawings and painting to sort of occupy them during their treatment. So.
And at the gala, will you be serving Lunchables or will that be something else?
I haven't tasted it yet, so we'll see. We'll see what it is.
Oh no!
Homemade.
Oh no! This is a moment. Okay.
Your pepperoni fell.
Oh gosh.
Pepperoni fell.
You're a good sport, Dan.
Okay.
Report
I'm telling you,
back.
if I could
Thumbs
microwave it,
Could
that
warm
does
it up?
help it a
Or a
little.
thumbs
It helps
down.
you a little.
Somewhere in the middle.
Not bad. That's okay. Yeah.
Oh.
See? You see?
Lunchables.
That's how it's made.
Shantae, we'll give that to you. All right, thank you so much, y'all. And again, the Happy Bundles Gala will be Friday, September 11th at the Hyatt Regency Lake Washington. You can, of course, find all the ticket information on the Happy Bundles website. And it's not too late for one more sweet escape this summer. Noda, the ultimate No Doubt and Gwen Stefani tribute band, is taking over the event center at Silver Reef Casino on Saturday, August 29th. Get ready for a night packed with the songs you know and love and nonstop energy from start to finish. Tickets start at only $15, and you can get yours now before they're gone.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by Silver Reef Casino, your Northwest Washington destination, just off I-5 at exit 260.